moms, welcome back to the channel, and today we're getting spooky.
Yeah, so Halloween is, you're watching this today, so Halloween's today.
Yep.
And we thought it would be fun to do a drink with us for this month that involved some kind of spooky themes, as Melinda said in the beginning. And this is our special guest, Candice. Candice and I work together, and she's fantastic, and we talked about the channel a few times, and she just kind of expressed some interest, and her son really wants her to be on our YouTube channel, so here we are.
Yes,
Here she
he wants
is.
me to be YouTube famous.
So,
Well, if you figure out how to do that, you let us know.
The minds of an 8-year-old, you know.
yeah, so he was very excited about the possibility of his mom being on a YouTube channel, so here we are.
Here we are, and we're gonna make 2 drinks for you today. They are party drinks, so you can make them in batches. You can put them in a dispenser if you want to. They can also both be made kid-friendly if you wanted to. We're not going to. So, another special thing about today being Halloween is also it's a blue moon. And Mike's going to put in the definition of what a blue moon is right here. It's something where there's multiple full moons in the definitions over here. So, in honor of the Halloween blue moon, we're going to make a blue moon Cosmo. And we are going to make a purple potion punch. Which is, it'll make sense in a minute. So, which one do you want to make first?
I don't know, is one easier than the other?
Nope.
All right.
I'm really wanting to try the blue moon one.
All right,
The
so
blue
we'll
moon
do blue moon
first.
first. Okay.
All right, so
Do you like our t-shirts?
yeah. Mine's trick or treating. Look at that candy. That's all I got. I've never seen this movie.
All right,
I've seen
and let
these
you get right
movies.
here. Okay.
Not this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So for the blue moon, Angel, if you want to, or whoever, if you want to cut that lime in slices, that'll be our garnish for this.
Okay.
So the blue moon consists of our fresh lime juice that you're familiar with here on this channel. It calls for orange infused vodka, but what we're going to do is we're going to use a mixture of vodka and triple sec, because that's how we like it. We're going to use some blue curacao and then white cranberry juice. So, because we're doing it for
It smells clean.
clean, that fresh citrus.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And
What do you think of margarita?
Right.
yeah, we want to use the clear cups for this one for sure.
Wait, this one would.
All right, so I'm gonna shake some of the ingredients up, and then we'll mix in the juice at the end. So let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do 2 ounces of triple sec.
Why did you say it like that?
Because I was trying to
Triple sec?
triple sec.
Makes it taste better.
That's what it does. Thank you, Candice. 2 ounces of triple sec in our shaker.
This is for one?
Nope. I'm making
picture.
4. I'm making 4 recipes. So we'll put the recipes down below. This one comes, the recipe is for 1 drink, but we're multiplying it times 4. Because we like big drinks and we cannot lie. So that was 2 ounces of triple sec, and we're going to do 4 ounces. You guys remember this bottle?
It's made an appearance in multiple videos.
It's now been in 2 Halloween videos. We're going to do 4 ounces of vodka.
You ever get liquor from there?
I haven't, but she
Girl,
was just
did she
telling
tell you
me
how
about
much
it.
that bottle was?
No, she didn't tell me the price,
$25.
but
How much was it?
Like 20
I
bucks?
could have a
Was it? I
problem
think it was like 12.
with
Oh,
it being
no.
that cheap.
Well, the good news is the only
That would make a problem.
Yeah.
The only
problem.
Costco in the Atlanta area that has a liquor store is in Dunwoody. You're welcome.
Yeah. But I mean, but it's also not bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it doesn't taste and it doesn't work like $20, you know?
Yeah, that's true. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lime juice in here too.
You do you. We're just watching.
All right. So I'm gonna do 4 ounces of lime juice as well. I love these little cups.
Candice has a son.
Yes, Candice, tell us about yourself.
Yes, my son actually just had his first guitar concert slash recital today, which went very, very well.
Aww.
It was lots of fun. We had a good time. He did a good job.
Dude, that's really cute. I didn't know they did that for guitars.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, she
only.
sent me a picture
I
of it.
mean,
It's really cute.
listen, it's very minimal. Like it's just 2 chords. You
Yeah.
know, been through the darkness. And but he did really good. I just give him props just for getting up there at all. You
And
know?
doing it, yeah.
because it was a crowded room, a lot of people.
Yeah.
We were there for 2.5 hours. That's how many
Oh,
people
my goodness.
performed. And it was actually at a bar, which I love that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
kinda
yeah, and it was
cool.
like a pizza place, you know. So it was kind of like you were, you know, actually at
Out
a show.
at like a
yeah,
show.
exactly.
That is cool.
That is
yeah.
cool. I
Yeah.
like that. All right. So that's our lime triple second vodka. And then I'm just going to pour these on top. Let's go ahead and do the white cranberry, which we're doing 4 ounces of. This is a really easy recipe. If you use orange vodka or orange infused vodka, you do 1.5 ounces, and then the rest is just 1 ounce. 4 ounces of white cranberry juice, which before tonight I didn't know that was a thing.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Does it taste just like regular cranberry juice?
Girl, we gonna find out.
Smell it. Does it smell
It
like
smells
that?
like cranberry juice.
Why is it white though?
It's white
What the-
cranberries. There
Just
are
like it.
white cranberries are a thing allegedly.
I wonder if it's sweeter.
Now I think because we used our fresh bottled lime juice, it's gonna be a little green, but that's alright. Be okay
Oh yeah, with the blue.
with the blue.
That's gonna be really
Which,
pretty
by
cool.
the way, I didn't realize this either. Blue curacao is orange liqueur. It's
Yes,
not
I did
blueberry.
know. I knew that.
It's not blueberry flavor because I don't like blueberry.
No, I knew
things.
that it was. Should have known that from your Chili's margarita days.
Girl. Oh no, it's still
That's
really
so
blue.
pretty. Well, that's like a dark blue.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember the blue specific margarita?
Yeah. Oh, it smells good. All right.
It's not for that lid.
Just slide over that one.
I'm just gonna do that.
That's the triple
the other one's
segment.
A for effort, Candice. A for effort.
Just try to be helpful.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I swear we've not even had a drink yet.
Not yet.
No.
All right.
That's it?
That's
For
it.
that one? Oh, okay.
That's it for it. And because everything was super cold and we shook the vodka and everything on ice, then we don't need ice in our glass.
Yeah.
So, if you're making just a single, you just shake it all together.
And put it in your cup.
Here we go. Meow.
Super pretty.
I
It
know.
is pretty.
Did you say meow as you started to pour? What the fuck?
Look, don't make me laugh while I am pouring drinks.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be for 4 people, and I'm pretty sure that is not 4 servings.
Look,
So we may
that
want to
was
add that. A little
that
bit.
was the point. I said we like big drinks.
It's supposed to be smaller. It's supposed to be served in a.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
Look at,
It's just enough to make you mad.
where's
All
the
right.
rest of it?
There we
I'm
go.
sorry, you brought me the wrong drink.
I don't think you understand what I
take
ordered.
this back.
Would you like a big straw, or do we go with glass?
I'm good with the glass.
No, I'm good with the glass.
Let's do it.
All right.
Cheers, ladies.
Happy Blue Moon.
Happy Blue Moon.
It does smell good.
It doesn't taste blue at all.
It tastes.
Look,
for
there's so
it's
many
a-
blue drinks that just taste blue.
and it's very
What does
it
it
is
remind me of?
summer. It's very it's a summery drink. It's
I can
not
see
really
I can see that.
it's definitely I'm gonna do the same thing. I think it's a little bit more lime. I mean, it's good. It's really good. It's just got a
Yeah.
little tart.
I feel like it reminds me of something else I've had though, like another drink.
Wow, it's good. All right, we'll put this on the recommend list.
Very good.
Cool. Blue Moon Cosmo. So, since this Halloween's a little different than other Halloweens, Some people are trick-or-treating like with small groups. Some people aren't trick-or-treating at all. It kind of like varies neighborhood to
Depending on
neighborhood.
where you are, yeah.
Yeah. Some cities are like, no trick-or-treating. I'm like, well.
But they also can't really keep you from trick-or-treating, so
Not
what are
really.
they gonna do, put your kids in a cop car?
I mean, they would have fun.
They,
They would turn the lights on.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so we're doing trunk or treat at my house. So we have like a couple people that wanted to do stuff, but in like a like a smaller scale. So we're gonna do that here and dress up, and well, the kids are gonna dress up, and then decorate the back of the cars and do candy and
our
stuff.
whole family's dressing up.
Yeah.
What are you going
That's
to?
how we roll. We're gonna be the Flintstones.
Oh, how cute is that?
We were gonna
I'm
do.
probably gonna look like this.
That's all right. It works. That's a costume.
Ollie's a dinosaur. Maybe I'll put some blood on my neck like he ate me. That's all I got.
I think that's a good
Some like scratch marks,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
I decided that we should do, if we're ever going to do the Flintstones, this is
Now
the year
is
to
the year to do it because she'll be
Because-
too big to be Pebbles.
Oh my gosh! Next year she's gonna have opinions.
Oh yeah.
You know, she's not gonna let me just
You
put
won't be
something
able to
on her
just-
and
Mine
do her
definitely has opinions.
ponytail.
Yeah.
What's he
Definitely.
gonna?
He's gonna be the Mandalorian.
I like it.
Yes, I have some tin, which we're kind of on the fence about that I got from work. Thank you, Property Medics. And some tin like scissors that cut it. So that's a project that we're gonna work on tomorrow if I don't cut my arm off doing it.
Please wear gloves.
Yes, that's the plan.
Okay.
But if that doesn't work, or if I can't get it to mold, because apparently tin's very hard to mold. Anyways,
Aluminum
then
foil?
yeah, we're gonna get no, and then there's aluminum, so you can buy aluminum that's in a roll as well.
Okay.
So to do, we have the pattern cut out to
Okay.
do these, and then the chest plate and the legs and all that.
That's
so
like-
we like making our own costumes.
Okay.
Because
That's-
costumes, that's just a memory. Like we
Yeah.
Which is cool. We're making our costumes this year, but it consists of me sewing a piece of fabric and cutting a head hole and arm holes out for my husband.
Well, it all started
Right.
because my husband ordered him a really awesome helmet.
Ah.
And the costumes that you get online, they don't do it justice, and I just really, and
Yeah.
he's got tons of capes that we can put underneath it. So we're going to give it a try. I mean, I hope so. Yeah.
I have confidence. I think it'll turn out really good.
Sure.
And then I'll end up wearing it like all the time
All the
until it
time.
doesn't fit anymore.
Be like, don't stand by me. You'll cut my arm.
I know. You just come running by and you gotta go to the ambulance.
You think your husband does that?
Yeah.
He could come pick us up.
We just have it like, Angel, we need for Rick to come back. Bring the bag.
Remember that costume we did? Something happened.
I mean, that's gonna be cool though. Are you guys gonna dress up too?
No, we have in the past, but we're not this year because I don't know. October just seems to have really flown by.
It
this year.
has. It
I
has
don't-
gone
I
by
don't
really
know
fast.
what happened,
Really has.
and it just now it's here, and I'm kind of Angel and I were speaking last week about how we're definitely on like the moving towards Christmas thing because October has went by this fast.
Like, what's
Imagine
the
how
rest of it?
it's gonna
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah,
because we've
yeah.
really got to make sure we get started on that because if you don't, then you're
I mean,
broke.
we're gonna start filming Christmas tomorrow, so
You don't like Christmas? Not a big Christmas fan?
I know, she loves
we
Christmas.
no, we love Christmas. I love Christmas. I love decorating
I
and
do
all
too.
kinds of stuff for Christmas. But no, we have a lot of really cool craft projects we're gonna do.
Gotcha.
So we have to film them ahead of time because
Yes.
there's too many to get done if we wait until the last minute. So, like we normally do.
wait till the last minute.
Maybe.
And then it's
Look, I've already bought the things for most of the projects.
so you need to
like,
get it started.
Yeah.
so far we're doing all right.
So what's like, I got a good question. So what's like one thing you remember dressing up as when you were younger that like is just the one thing that when you think about like dressing up that you think about? Like that one costume that you just loved or the one that you just like hated?
I was a goth girl.
And you loved or hated that?
I
'Cause-
loved it.
Okay.
You're
I don't remember hating any of my costumes actually.
I don't think I ever hated mine either.
A goth girl.
a goth girl
Yes,
where you
right.
were all black and like vodka
Like
lipstick
if
and,
Bratz dolls would have been a thing at that
That's
time,
what you would've looked
that's
like.
what I would have looked like. I had blue in my hair. I had knee high, high heel. Because back then the chunky heels were like the thing.
The big
Right.
like
The
Right,
big
right, right,
chunky,
right, right.
big chunky knee high boots, and I had those on with fishnets and this like really short silver dress.
this is
was
what
like-
I had
It was
a
great.
pimp and hoe party for my 18th birthday. That's what I dressed like for that. So that's really funny that that's what you did for Halloween one year.
And then I went to the neighborhood party because our neighborhood, I didn't grow up in a neighborhood. I grew up on a street.
Right.
And so we didn't have trick-or-treating because we lived in the country.
Exactly. We didn't either. I lived in the country.
The houses weren't really close enough. In fact, we were just talking to my mom about that 2 days ago. And she said in the 26 years that they've lived there, they've had one trick-or-treater.
Oh, that's
It was
That's
probably
it.
a relative, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I
don't-
Well, sorry.
Sally's
So
gonna come
we're
by.
here for some candy.
I really don't remember. Well, but my mom used to take me to my brother and sister's dad's neighborhood, and that's where we went trick-or-treating. Was in
Yeah,
his
we
neighborhood.
always went to other people's neighborhoods too, even though I lived in one.
Or when my brother didn't trick-or-treat with me anymore, then I started going to, on the other end of the street, there was a side street, and there was a, called Sue Ann Drive, and there was a party in the first house on that street, always through a Halloween party. So then I started going to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine, I had awesome costumes. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like Halloween was definitely something that we always,
Made a big deal.
about. And especially like the high school that I went to, they had this thing called Masquerade. So, but only the senior girls got tickets.
Oh.
Okay, so every senior girl got 10 tickets, which means that
They can invite their friends.
they can invite only they controlled who got invited to the masquerade.
I would never get invited.
Oh man.
Well, I'm proud to say that I got invited. Even in the 8th grade, I went to my first
Candice.
masquerade in the 8th grade.
Oh, wow.
And so it was like a big thing. Like that was
Yeah.
all year long.
and if you got
everybody-
to go, I'm sure it was like
Yeah, because there was only,
Yeah.
there's a ton, there's a lot of girls, you know what I mean,
But-
in the senior class, but they only got 10 tickets. So it made it
Yeah.
seem like it was a little bit more VIP than what it was.
I mean, it kind of is.
well, not really, because
Well,
I went to
you
a 5A school. So, I mean, it wasn't like there was like 20 girls,
Oh,
you know?
right,
That's
right.
true.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did have to pay money for them. Like, I think they had to like pay their dues, their senior dues, in order to get
Sure.
the 10 tickets. But anyway, so not everybody participated.
Right.
But, anyways, so Halloween's, I can't really pick one from high school that I absolutely, loved because it was just fun every year. But our, maybe it was like we were married 3 or 4 years, Gary and I. We had a Halloween party, and we went as Peg and Al Bundy. Oh my gosh. I went to Goodwill, got Gary some
my
polyester,
God.
polyester
That's
brown
hilarious.
pants and ordered the jersey. And like all of our pictures, he's got his hands down his pants, because that's, and I was Peg and I bought this really tacky.
I feel like we need to get a picture to like put in the
it's
video.
right.
You had like balloons in your shirt.
I didn't. I just really, wore a good bra, like a lot of support.
Push-ups,
I did,
like,
and like spiked heels with leopard print on
my
them, and big
God,
old
that's
earrings, and my hair,
hilarious.
like I had a wig on. That was actually, it was a bright red wig, but it really doesn't look bad. I look bad as red. But, anyways, with crazy makeup,
Right, that real heavy.
and it just that was my favorite costume. Like, we
I bet
had
that
a
was a lot of
blast.
fun.
Oh my gosh, when we walked out, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, that is so funny."
That's
Gary's got
crazy.
his hands in his pants.
Oh my gosh.
That's super
We
fun.
did go as Marilyn and JFK one year.
Oh, I bet that was good.
Okay.
I like couple costumes. It is. It's very palate cleansing because it's
what
so
do you need?
citrus.
It's the lime. It's the citrus. Like,
Oh,
it's drying my throat out.
gotcha.
It's all good.
All right, citrus
Your breath won't
pass.
stink.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice, I guess.
Citrus fresh. I guess it's a little more citrusy as we get near the
Yep.
lime at the bottom.
Yeah, almost done though. Okay. Anyway, now they're not dying.
Feels like a really good drink.
I think so.
I have two that kind of stick out costume wise. And one of them was one that I just think is funny when I think back. So we got one of those headsets that singers use that used to go like this and come around like this,
Oh my
and like a bright orange and silver vest. And I went as Britney Spears and like did my hair in pigtails and stuff. And that one makes me laugh. That's not my favorite, but it always makes me laugh. But my favorite one, and if I can find the picture, I'll have to post it, but is my mom made me, I was a vampire. So, but she did my makeup like really good. Like it was like, I was like super white. She did the really heavy black around my eyes, like blood coming all the way down like my mouth and my neck. I was very young. I was like 6, maybe 7
And
years
that was
old.
a big deal then because
It was
makeup was not as
huge.
big as it
Yeah,
is now.
no. And
Like,
so we
for her.
sprayed my hair and made it look like I just
Yeah,
climbed out of a
that's
grave.
awesome.
And we used trash bags. No bullshit. We used trash bags for my cape. It was amazing.
That's cool.
And it meant like the world. Like that's one I always look back and think about when I think of like past Halloween.
Well, I think it
Yeah.
makes you think too, because you realize how much your mom put into it.
Yeah, it's
Because you
it's
know
a whole
she was
different.
tired, because I'm sure it wasn't on a weekend.
No, it was probably.
I know it was
damn
probably in the
week.
middle of the week, and you had homework to do, and that's the thing about being a mom, is how much I appreciate my mom now,
Yeah.
because I'm like, wow, she didn't have to do that. Like
And she did
not
anyway.
have to do that, and she was
Yeah.
exhausted too.
Yep.
You know, that's
Yeah,
what it
she
felt.
definitely worked full time, so it was definitely a hassle. But yeah, like anything like that I ever wanted to do was, I mean, done really well. That's one I always remember because I have a picture of my one of my older sisters. Is like leaning like this, pretending to be scared, and I'm like. It's such a great picture. My hair is all like crazy looking. I mean, I really probably scared some people.
Maybe.
I'm
Some
like
little kid, they probably still think back. They're like, no, that lady that time, that girl
And
that
I was
time.
so young. I was like 6 or 7, but it was like one of those things where I just like, I was even into horror back then. Like I always wanted to watch the scary movies and stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna be a vampire before they got weird.
We got another drink to work on.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I'm just gonna sit for this one. It's not quite as involved. Oh yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's my margarita pitcher that's only had margaritas in it one time. Rosalie
Well.
drank one of them. This
Rosalie
is
is a cat.
Rosalie the cat. We don't have to talk about it. It's okay. So
She was very drunk. Poor thing.
the poor thing. Oh boy.
She drank out of somebody's cup.
She did.
And started like,
Oh my gosh.
She all over the place. Like, we found her
oh my
next to the
drunk-
toilet in a bathroom, like humans do when they're shit faced. Like she was just like,
Like she was on the guest bed, and I guess we're gonna talk about it. Well, let me tell you about this first. So
Yeah,
this is a punch. So it is a party punch, and the recipe doesn't actually have alcohol in it, but we're gonna fix that. So we're gonna use 4 cups of purple grape juice, 1 cup-ish of vanilla ice cream, and then a liter of soda. I took some out to garnish with later.
it's not gonna be garnishment though because it's
It's
melted.
not,
as
it's
fuck.
melted. We're just gonna mix it all in the pitcher. I'm gonna add, I don't know,
The rest of the vodka.
at
That
least.
sounds like a plan. Finish it. Just finish it, guys.
Go big or go home.
I mean, it's
It's
here for a
9
year. Like, it's time. It probably has an expiration date.
It yields 9 servings.
Candice sounds like she's judging us for our
It-
1-year-old bottle of vodka.
It yields 9 servings, so we'll put 9 ounces of vodka in it. How about that?
That kind of.
Oh,
That's the rest of it.
But
That's
probably.
got to be the rest of it.
I mean, it's
We'll
very,
see.
very close.
That's like that much.
Well, let's start with the ice cream. Sorry, I didn't share. Right, so Rosalie drank Angel's sister's margarita. We went upstairs to dye her hair blue. Because
And I thought my sister was just drunk.
Just
and she was like, "Are you
drunk.
drinking my margarita?" And I was like, "No, I have
Who are
my
you
own."
talking to?
I was like, "No."
we were all in the bathroom together. And then we went to get the guest bed together for her. Rosalie was on the bed. And we went in there and we're like, "Get down." And she jumped down real quick and the bed was soaking wet.
She peed all over it because she was drunk.
I don't know
She
how
was
many
like this
times
little
she peed.
6-pound kitten, like or cat. Like it was
She's-
horrible. It did take us a little while to figure out what was going on.
Gosh,
Right.
it did. And then we found her in the freaking bathroom, man.
Hugging the toilet, like what a night.
Pretty much. So make sure that when your cats are around, you protect your
Alcohol,
margaritas.
especially if it's sweet. That's what it is. It's because it's
the-
sweet.
Yeah.
It smells sweet.
So that was 2 cups.
Well, our kidneys are going to be working really well today.
Yeah. We've had cranberry juice
And grape juice.
Now we're having grape juice. A little calcium from our vanilla bean ice cream. Oh God.
That's what we're going to choose to say we get from the vanilla bean ice cream. Calcium. Not the calories. Calcium.
Or the fat.
I
or
love the way
it.
you're going. I love the way you think.
Calcium for our bones. Okay. And then how much? We're gonna see. I'm gonna do a cup.
She just hell bent. She is not going to use
I'm
the rest
curious.
of the vodka.
I am curious how much is actually left in this bottle. Okay. Let's see.
2 cups. A cup and a half. Oh.
A cup. 1 cup. We're adding 1 cup of vodka. And that bottle is done. Man, that's long enough, huh? All right.
I feel like I should go get another one. just for principle,
see,
like
yeah.
just to see.
You want to
will.
stir that around?
It's a pretty color.
It is definitely purple.
I feel like it should have like some eyeballs floating in it or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, for real.
Ooh, some gummy worms.
I like the gummy ones.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So this would be super cute to serve at a party.
Yeah,
or something.
absolutely.
Or maybe like you could even do this like because this is more of a punch. If you did do like a big punch
Big
bowl
bowl
with like
with
stuff floating
floating
in
in
it,
it.
yeah, that would be
I like
really
that.
cute. Okay, you want to pour it and then I'll.
Yeah, so this is, it says 1 liter, but we put a little extra ice cream, so we're going to do the whole bottle. It's 1.25 liters. We're going to do whatever fits in the pitcher, actually.
Is that the last ingredient?
This is the last. Nope, leave the spoon.
Oh, because it'll.
Yep.
That's smart.
We're trying to diffuse some of the
That didn't work.
foam. It is,
I
It looks like a science
Y'all
experiment.
Like
It does.
words in like a restaurant. You totally get how this goes. Like that's why you
You'd
knew
think that.
Yeah, that's why you knew that.
That's more of like, when you add chemicals together, because I have a science degree too.
Oh,
So-
okay, there we go.
I'm like, no, we're just gonna, we don't want to splash. But also the foam.
Is that gonna take a long time to go away?
No, stir it down.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's like an ice cream float.
It's gonna explode.
It's not gonna explode.
It's a trick, Candice. Don't believe her.
If it does, you have homeowner's insurance. It's all right.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, it is working. Look at that.
Because we're gonna call it a head, because that's technically what it is, like a beer. It's all.
That's a really
it's
cool
just
color.
ice cream.
It's pretty.
So
It
like
is
when you
pretty.
make a float.
You could get that edible glitter stuff and make it really pretty. You know what I'm talking about? Or make it like super shiny.
That would be
Shiny.
kind of cool. Shimmery.
Glittery. All faith in this, my abilities to do this are
Fine.
gone.
Right.
You're doing
I
a
thought
good
I knew
job.
how to stir something.
It's all right. It's not gonna make it more foamy because the ice cream is heavy.
Oh, that looks so good.
It looks like a bubbling cauldron. Oh, that's what this needs to be in, is a cauldron, not
That's
a
a good
cooler.
idea.
A big black one, the plastic ones you get at like Walmart.
They have them for $6 currently if you need.
With a dead man's toe.
Uh-oh. Trying to keep it from going over. All right, I think we're gonna stop there.
We
Close
can
enough.
add more if we need to.
Yeah, we can
After
add some
drink
to our
I don't
drinks.
think we need to.
Rick stopped by on his way in from his workshop, and we did a Blue Moon with tequila because we ran out of vodka.
And it was pretty good.
It
just
was
tastes like a
good.
blue margarita.
So, if you would like to
That
have
color's cool.
a Blue Moon margarita, just replace your vodka with tequila.
So
All
that's
right, here let's. You want ice cream on top or foam?
Yes.
I want a little bit of
All right, we getting them both.
Oh, okay.
The garnish for this, it recommends a scoop of ice cream,
That's a lot though.
or a small scoop of ice cream, and like some confetti sprinkles.
All right, I guess when we toast this
Look.
one, we'll do Happy Halloween. No, I don't want that nasty shit in my
I don't want
cup.
mine either.
I'm put some in mine.
Okay.
It's like a root beer
I think it looks
float.
pretty with a little bit of
All right,
white
let me
on
put
top.
this over here. That's what she said. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Potion punch.
Tastes like grape juice
It really does taste like grape juice.
It does.
and ice cream. I can taste the ice cream. How much liquor is in this?
Not a lot, a cup.
A cup.
Oh, okay.
So it's about an ounce per portion because we didn't put all the Sprite in.
I like grape juice.
It's good, but I feel like you probably would need to.
You want some triple sec?
It calls for the stuff to be melted, and I think it would be better if we literally took it out of the freezer and scooped
Just
it.
dumped it.
Because it's not cold.
It's not cold enough.
Once
yeah.
you add all the other stuff
Yeah.
to it,
Now the stuff was cold when we started filming.
The
Well,
ice
that's
cream
probably true.
was,
But the
but
ice cream was already pretty
No,
melted.
the juices were too, but sitting out,
I think it would be better if it was a little bit colder.
Like maybe
colder.
add the ice
Do we
cream
want to add
right
a little?
last.
We want to add some cubes to it. Cool it down a little bit.
No, it'll probably melt it, or not melt it, but it'll
Dilute
probably
it.
like dilute
Yep.
the taste. It's good.
That's good. I mean, the taste is really good.
It is good. And again, the original.
I feel like this is something you could add more liquor to though, and
Yes.
it would be stronger, but you maybe wouldn't be able to tell. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you go to
Oh,
like
catch
stand
up.
up, and you're like,
Whoa.
whoa! Yeah.
I'm actually gonna.
You don't like it?
I'm gonna add a little triple sec and see what it does to it.
Okay. Well, if you pass out, we'll know not to use that.
If I can get the damn lid off.
I'm sorry, my bad. Party foul.
this last. I think triple sec was in this last. I'm just gonna add like, that's a half-ish ounce. And we're gonna see.
I don't know. I like the first one better.
But the first one.
I think the only thing I would do different with the first one is I would do tequila instead of vodka, because the tequila is a little bit sweeter. It's 100% agave. So it cut that like oof from that citrus. You know what I'm saying?
I did.
Triple sec makes it weird.
You don't say.
I mean,
Let's add some orange flavored stuff too.
okay, this is weird, but when I was little, I couldn't.
Where's this going?
I know. I'm like,
I couldn't drink straight orange juice because it was too acidic and it would break my mouth out. That
Oh,
still
yeah.
happens, but I found the right orange juice for me. Okay, I dated around a lot and I found the right one. So I used to put apple juice, half apple juice,
In your orange
half orange juice, or a few times I definitely put like part grape juice in my orange juice, and it was delicious. Don't judge me.
No, I could see that.
Like, it was good, so I'm like, maybe triple sec. It's weird.
I could see that.
It gives
Well,
it
you
like
made it,
that.
so now you gotta drink it.
Do I?
Yeah, we're judging you.
Wasted.
She cares not.
I'm just gonna up in one of these other bottles. Let's taste the white grape juice.
It's just like, let's mix all this.
No, I just
Oh.
want to taste the white grape juice.
So scary stories. Scary stories.
You got some?
Well, I do.
Or you're
I
just
have
opening the
one.
floor?
No, I have one that's like pretty funny. It's not really scary. It's not a quote scary story, but it's kind of like a Halloween around
Sure.
that.
Okay.
Me and my good friend going through all through school, like grade school and middle school, and we're there. That's that friend that like you don't talk to in 2 years, and you run into them,
And it's
like
just like you
nothing
never,
ever
like,
you never
separated.
quit it, like
Yeah.
communicating whatsoever. Anyways, my Mallory, she's awesome. She's my ride or die. But anyways, me and her and my cousin, who we got my mom to buy tickets for Texas Chainsaw Massacre when it came out. You remember? Like, cause I mean, how old were we? Like maybe
Young.
like fifth.
I can tell you exactly.
Sixth, seventh grade. I'm 31.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about the one with Jessica Biel, right?
Yes. Okay, so however old we were
High
then.
school?
No, it was
Middle
not high school. It
school?
was middle school.
We were in middle
It was like
school.
maybe
7th or 8th grade.
sixth or seventh grade. So obviously,
2003, so we were in 8th grade.
You were in 8th grade.
not old enough
To go see
to go
Texas
see
Chainsaw.
that, or not old enough to buy tickets.
Not by your parents.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So my mom bought the tickets, dropped us off at the movies with
Okay.
my cousin,
Alright.
and my cousin couldn't stay for the whole movie. She ended up calling my mom to pick her up
Because it was too much?
because it was so scary. Like that movie really is a scary movie. Like,
Isn't it
like,
based on a true story?
it is.
It's
So that
very
puts-
loosely, but yes.
That puts that, in there.
Sure.
So, anyway, she
It's like
left.
Tuesday.
Well, my stepdad was like, it was that scary, huh? And she's like, which Sarah's kind of dramatic anyways, but it was freaking scary. I mean, I wasn't leaving the movie theater. I just was going to do this. So.
You know what movie that didn't help with?
What?
The Grudge.
Because you could hear everything.
Hear it all.
Like, so you're like this.
Oh my gosh.
So anyways,
Carry on.
she picks her up, and then when my mom comes back to pick me up, my stepdad has got this great idea that he's going to hide with a chainsaw
Oh,
around the corner of the
God.
house, and we pull up. He's going to crank it up, okay?
What an ass.
So we pull up, and I don't know if y'all remember. You remember whenever that was like chat, the messenger, Hotmail, and like so we were like the desktop in the living room, that Black Dale. We were like, oh, we gotta get home so we can talk to all our guy friends. Like, so before the car even hit park, we're like jumping out, to go and chat. And as soon as we get out of the car, my stepdad comes around the corner, with a chainsaw. And me and
you
Mallory, I pissed myself. I absolutely 100% peed on myself.
Oh,
Like
oh
she
my
got in the
God.
floorboard of the car. We got back in the car. And we just watched a scary movie. We should have realized that you don't get back in the car without no keys. Like, why would you do that?
Oh my God.
So we get back in the car, and she's in the floorboard, and I'm on top of her, and I'm just screaming, and pee's just going down her legs, and the whole night. And my stepdad is like dying laughing. Like, I swear, he
my
still thinks that's
gosh.
like the funniest story ever. Because
Oh
he's like,
my God.
and I'm like, yeah, I remember the time that you about killed me from a heart attack. I thought I was gonna die.
Oh man.
So that's my scary, like I got pranked scary story. What about you?
I don't think I have a pranked one. I have some real ones.
Some real ones, like you saw ghosts.
Yes and no. So we went to Melinda probably knows where I'm going with this. We went to do the ghost tour in Atlanta in the city.
They have one?
Yes.
I need to do that.
They go by the Fox and they go
Yep.
by like
Okay, I need
It
to
starts. It
Yeah.
starts downtown, and you walk all the way up across the bridge and up to the Fox.
and then you circle
And then you
back
circle
and you
back.
come back
It's a
down.
walking tour.
Yeah, it's a walking tour.
Okay.
And they
You
give you, you know,
don't mind that. I need that.
they give you like the historical stuff or whatever
Dad
about
here.
what happened. This great fire
Gotcha.
and blah blah blah.
One of the big ones is the hospital.
So right, yeah, I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
So as we're going, you go down one side of the street, right, and then when you turn, you end up going down like the other side of the street. So we went to this one. I don't remember even like what this was. I think it was just a house, but it was like a house with the bars on it. You couldn't go inside, but we're on the outside. The sun was still up at this point. This is before the sun went down, because you start the walk like right before sundown. And so we go up to this house, and Mike, Melinda's husband, takes his camera and he's like taking pictures inside the window because again we can't go inside. And I'm standing on this concrete stoop by myself. Everyone else has already kind of moved on, and I feel this like literal like tug on my jeans, like my back pocket.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
And I was like, somebody's fucking with me. Like that's what my first thought was.
Clearly.
But no,
I'm like, somebody's messing with me. But then I look around, there's like no one. I was like, time to go. And I'm like, so I leave. Well, come to find out, like a little ways down the road, Mike is going back through his pictures on his camera, and there's a little boy inside of the door right next to where I was standing. And it definitely felt kind of like a little kid, just like,
Hey, mommy.
yeah. And so then, fast forward to the end of this, and we go to this old hospital. This building is like crazy. I don't even
It
remember.
was the old mental hospital.
Yeah, so it's huge. It's a huge building.
There was an abortion
So,
clinic there.
It was a lot.
Point,
There's a lot going on
now
with
it's
it.
just a parking deck.
Yeah, and
I
there's
don't wanna
it's
park
like
there.
messed up, and like there's windows broken, and there's light boards and stuff. It's very creepy, very ghost adventure-y. And so Mike, myself, and the guy I was dating at the time, whose name was also Gary, we decided we're gonna walk up to it and we're gonna see what happens.
That
Because
sounds like
whatever.
something my husband would say too. Bib Gary's.
And so Melinda stayed back, not for any reason I think other than she was maybe taking pictures or something. But so we walk up to the building and we get up to the door, and you can't go in. It's not safe to go in. And so we go up to the door, and the three of us are literally like in a line at the door, and all literally like as if choreographed, we all take one big ass step backwards, and our eyes, all three of us, were full of tears. And we never could explain it, but we just felt this immense pressure to back up. So I walk away from the building and I go to talk to Melinda because I'm officially creeped out. Like,
Let's get out of
and
here.
so it's time to leave. Like there's a reason that this building feels like that.
Right.
It's time to leave. So
Yeah.
I go up to Melinda. She's like, again, she's standing like just a few feet back from us, not super far. And I get up to her and she's just kind of looking up at the building and she's not saying anything. And I'm like, Melinda.
I didn't know she was standing there.
Melinda. And at the time that like she snapped back into it, she also had tears just like rolling down her face.
I think they were like streaming.
She had no idea why. She was completely focused on whatever it was she was looking at, which we still technically don't even know what it was.
No idea.
But it was the craziest. I was like, it's time to go home.
And it was the end of the tour. That was the
Thank
last
God. But it was the craziest thing. Like, it's hard to explain, like, to make it seem scary in the moment. But, like, when you're standing next to something and you feel the pressure of something, like, pushing you back, it's really hard to explain.
But nothing's
that.
there.
But there's
Like,
nothing
there's
there.
nothing there.
And,
Nothing
and I wasn't alone. Like, we weren't
Everyone
trapped
else felt the same
inside.
thing.
But we just all at the same time were just like,
Oh, wow.
nope. And we all lay back down.
I don't know that I could have slept for a while after that.
Yeah, I was pretty freaked out.
I would have struggled with that.
I was pretty freaked out.
Yep.
So those are my scary stories for.
That's a really good scary story.
That's my scary story. Well, except for when I went to the theater to see The Grudge. That's
happened?
yeah. So
What is what you call a chicken?
no, I watched the whole damn movie.
I'm
okay?
just joking.
Chicken
She
chicken.
is, but I'm joking.
Look,
What happened?
but this is why I don't watch movies in theater. I don't watch scary movies
Yeah,
in theater.
she has to
anymore
watch them in
after
the middle
this.
of the day.
And I watch
yeah.
them in daylight.
And I have to have
when
already
it's
seen
on.
it and tell everyone all the scary parts.
Somebody's have to have already seen it and tell me what happens. But I went and saw this with my friends, and then we went to my friend Jasmine's house to spend the night. There were like 4 of us, and I don't really get nightmares, and like I had this
horrible
like,
dreams.
horrible nightmare because it's the noise. It's the noise. Like it still gives me
crushed,
anxiety.
yeah.
It gives me so much anxiety. The noise that she makes in that movie.
Yeah. So for those of you who haven't seen The Grudge, in The Grudge, the woman is making that sound because her throat has been crushed and she's trying to scream for help. And it's the sound that comes
So it's
out.
like a gurgling. I've never seen it.
It's
So
like a sound. It's horrible.
God.
Look, you can look it up yourselves.
She does not like that sound at all.
Let's quit talking about it. Change the subject.
We went back to Jasmine's house, and we went to bed. We were all slumber partying in the living room. And how old? I was in 10th grade. We were in 10th grade when that came out because my friends were seniors, and so we were.
We should have done this one as a live.
Damn.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, do it now.
Sorry. It's just going to be a long drink with us, but that's okay.
But we can. We went and saw it, and when we got home, we all went to bed, and I just had these those nightmares where you can't distinguish if it's real or fake.
Yeah.
You
It's
wake
real
up
or
and you're like,
dream.
did that really happen?
No, it's much worse than that. So it's like everything felt real, and I don't remember what happened anymore. It's been
In the
so
dream?
long. It's been 16 years.
See, and I have dreams like that all the time. I know when I got pregnant, everybody was like, oh, you're going to have these crazy pregnancy dreams. Nope, had them my whole life.
Well, there were these.
In fact, I feel like they got calmer when I was pregnant.
But I don't really get dreams like that, and I don't remember what was happening anymore. I probably blocked it out. But my friend had big dogs, and when the morning came, her mom let the dogs out, and I woke up screaming because in my dream I could hear the sounds of the dogs, but they weren't dogs. They were like demons or something coming to get me. That's the only part I remember is when I woke up.
Yeah.
I literally woke up
Ugh.
screaming and woke everybody else up. And her mom felt horrible because she thought I was scared of the dogs.
Oh, and really, it's just because y'all went
It's not
inside.
really
It
the
was-
dogs.
It wasn't the dogs.
Oh my gosh.
So that is legitimately why I do not watch scary movies in theaters or at nighttime. Like that really is why.
I only had took over your chair with my
No,
feet.
you're fine.
I actually I've only had a couple movies that did that to me. Like, actually, it was weird. We were just talking about this because I said that movie, The Signs, the ones about the aliens.
Yep.
That one had me kind of fucked up.
Signs, I like.
You got
that.
I mean, not Signs, not
Oh,
Signs.
the movie you did that I
fourth
didn't know
kind,
about.
the fourth
yeah,
kind.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
I've
that
never
one had me having some bad dreams about aliens, and I was really scared because so I've told this story before, but I don't think Candice has heard it, so I'm going to retell it. When I was 8 years old, I went over to visit my maternal grandmother as for a visitation thing, and while I was there, one of my aunts from my mother's side was also there, and so they were all talking, and somehow, because parents do this in front of kids for some reason, they got on the subject of ghosts and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, but it's not real, because at that point, you're at a young enough age where your parents' responsibility
It's supposed to
is
be
to tell
no,
you that it's not real.
This is just
And make you feel better. And so what ended up happening instead,
Her dad didn't do that.
my dad didn't do that. So they started talking about aliens. And I remember specifically saying, no, but they're not real, right? You're just messing with me.
Yeah, you're funny.
And my dad's like, no, and I've really seen things that make me think they're real. I'm being serious with you. And I'm 8 years old, and I'm but okay, but now I'm scared I'm gonna get abducted. And this was my dad's way of reassuring me. You'll love this. He goes, dead serious, look at me, he says.
They'll bring you back.
He goes, no, he really is good. He goes, no, Angel, you're too normal to be abducted. That's what he told
You're not special enough.
And I was just fantastic. So I either suck as a human being, child, whatever, or I'm gonna be abducted.
But
The van being
shadows.
the-
Yeah, I don't like shadows, and it's not that I'm scared of the dark.
I totally am scared of the dark.
I have a healthy respect for the dark and things that could be in it. I grew up in the woods.
The fucking woods.
My parents have 5 acres, and growing up, my house was surrounded by trees.
It's dark there.
And it's so dark.
You can see these beautiful skies.
Beautiful
but
stars.
it's
That
super
was my
You
favorite
can't see
thing about.
shit. And there's animals, so there's always noises.
Yes.
And that's creepy.
Right.
And people go hunting, so you hear guns at different times of night when you're not supposed to. And
I get it. I'm from South Georgia, very
we're
rural.
from East Georgia, but yes.
Similar.
and there's still woods.
Albany, so
very
but
rural.
it's I'm from, that's where I grew up, down the street from the lake. And so I don't go outside when it's that dark.
Yeah.
That's right.
You just don't.
You don't know what you're going to step
You
on.
have no idea what you're going to step on.
It's what you're going to step on. Because there might be a
Definitely.
snake on your porch.
I have had a snake crawl across the top of my feet in the middle of the day standing in the grass.
Yep. It happens.
So, and out there, you don't know if it's a moccasin or the other brown snake.
Right.
Banded water snake.
Cottonmouth.
No,
Moccasin.
no.
Look.
Banded water snake is a good snake. A cottonmouth and a moccasin are pretty much the same thing.
Okay, well, we have both in Abilene, Georgia. So,
They're both very venomous. Whichever one. They're very, very venomous.
so you just don't go in the dark.
You don't.
So we had this weird thing that happened. This was
Years ago.
Ago.
2014.
We lived in a house. We
Yeah.
lived in a house, and this is actually after I just moved here, just moved up to Atlanta, and I was their roommate. And so
It was probably the following year. You'd been up,
Yeah,
you'd been
it was
up
there for a
about
little
a
bit.
year.
yeah,
for about a year.
so we were
in
randomly
this,
like
we were in this weird thing. There was
we were in
little
a
bit
funk. There's a lot of
there was a
negativity in our
funk
house.
and there was
We can start with that. I
tension.
think that's fine.
Yeah.
But like I literally like my bed was kind of like my bed came out like this. It was connected to the wall, and then literally like right next to me was the
Stairwell.
door, and then outside the door was the fucking top of the stairs. So
Mm-hmm.
I was Snapchatting, like you do, and I took a picture like this or whatever. And in this picture, not only can you see me and the dog, which is what I was trying to get in the Snapchat, but you can also see the stairwell behind me. And Mike and Melinda are asleep at this point. And this is like late. This is like late at night. It's like
Late at
3 in the morning or something.
So it was like it's like a small area. You go up to the top of the stairs and straight across is the
Oh,
bathroom.
Rick would like his refill. Anyway, go ahead.
Straight across to the bathroom. Just
So like,
to the right
but
is our bedroom.
but it was
Just-
really late,
Yeah,
and
it
I was
was.
Snapchatting someone that worked night. So I was like, somebody I've known for a long time, and I was Snapchatting, and look at this, like you know how it like comes up, and then you can type on it, and then you hit send or whatever, right? So I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, there's someone at the top of the stairs, like, and I was like, what? Like I still get like freaked out when I think about it.
Did you
It
screenshot
scared
it?
me. No, because I hit.
So it disappeared.
Yes.
You can get it again.
So it went, look, like I have like goosebumps. So it went away, and I was like, I like text her, and I was like, did you see that thing over the whatever? And I think
We may not have been asleep yet.
I think this was actually before you could replay snaps. I think it was before. So she was like, no,
It
I
was
didn't see
gone.
anything. And I was like, no, dude, there's like a white face, like right over the fucking stairs. Like I didn't make this up. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't tired. Like I saw it in the picture, right?
But then you couldn't get it back.
I couldn't get it back. So
Couldn't get it
fast
back.
forward like a week, maybe.
Was it? Yeah, maybe about a week.
And Melinda starts telling me the story about how she woke up in the middle of the night. Keeping in mind, of course, I have not told Melinda that I saw this because, again, we were kind of not really close at this moment.
Yeah.
And so she's telling me a story about how she woke up in the middle of the night, kind of like a sleep paralysis situation where she felt like she couldn't move.
Couldn't move.
And she saw a white face in her bedroom.
Over me. Like
Over
coming
her.
in at me.
I don't know
And
if I
I-
should hang out with y'all. Like, I'm thinking I need to like
This was
get back.
so long
Like,
ago. But
it
no,
was
but like, so she's telling me the story, and I've got like tears welling in my eyes. That like that weird.
I know, me too.
Yes, because I had not told her, but she described exactly what
you
I
saw.
saw. And to this day, like, if we're being honest, like, you can believe whatever you want to believe. We totally respect that decision.
Yeah.
But what we feel happened is there was so much negativity in our house that it turned into a physical manifestation of our frustration and our negativity. So we don't feel like we were haunted or like there was like a ghost.
So,
Right.
But
the
like
way-
there were other things that happened kind of around that, like whispers and like things, but it was always
Yeah.
just nothing ever happened to us or anything.
What was that Amityville horror thing? Find him, kill him, shoot him, or
Oh,
something.
kill him, catch him and kill him, catch him and kill him.
Is that what the white face was saying? Y'all were like,
Yeah,
find
right.
him,
The white
like-
face never said anything.
Thank God, we would have had to burn that house to the ground.
But like I was absolutely asleep, and Mike was in bed next to me, and he
Yeah.
couldn't hear me screaming. Is what it was in my
In her mind, she was
in my
screaming, but she
mind,
wasn't. It's like
you
sleep
were so
paralysis.
scared that you couldn't do anything, like kind
I
of like.
couldn't move. I couldn't do anything, and then until it went away, and it was like it just like disappeared.
Which
then
is what happened to me. Because see, the other thing that happened, I forgot about this. So the other thing that happened was
Did you see
right
it
after
twice?
I saw it. No, but right after I saw it, I'm like looking at my phone. I'm like, I'm freaking out because I don't even want to turn around. I'm scared of what I'm gonna see. Josh, my dog, gets up on all fours on the bed and like pushes his shoulders back and growls, and he's like looking at the same spot.
that you saw.
that I was just looking at, and I was like, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. I'm gonna have to move back to Augusta. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. Like, it scared me so bad. And again, like, at the time, like, we weren't really friendly at that time.
Yeah.
And the guy that I was seeing, Gary, was actually at work, I think, because it was late at night. And I was just like alone, like rocking in my bed, like scared as shit.
When are you coming home?
I know, like,
Yeah.
you have to come home early.
And then we talked about it, and like, Mike, people gonna think we weird.
Whatever. It's a Halloween episode. It is what it is, bitches.
Mike is sensitive to like disturbances and things. Okay.
Yeah, he came and checked out our house before we bought it.
But I mean, he and Gary have ghost stories, like legit ghost stories.
Crazy
From
ghost
South
stories.
Georgia, and did I put Cranberry?
What in South Georgia? Certainty?
Albany.
Albany, Georgia.
They're from
Albany.
Albany.
Oh, here he come.
Bring it closer.
Twink!
Bring it closer.
You gotta bring it closer.
I only made one. But
Y'all remember Rick?
so
So stupid.
if you come again.
Did you want to try this while you're here? The punch?
It's not very strong.
No, but it's
It's not alcohol?
it is.
I
Okay.
screwed mine up with triple sec, so taste yours.
You can just try it. I just want to see what you think.
But yeah, so
Just
Fuck, is that smell?
grape juice.
grape juice. Just try it.
Just drink it.
And melted ice cream.
Just do it.
Can you just try it, please?
That sounds so weird.
Do it.
Richard,
Nope, don't like that.
Whatever. He drinks that nasty ass blue Mountain Dew, and that's like straight
Ugh.
sugar.
Yes.
Although this does kind of feel like a headache in a glass.
It does.
I'm gonna keep drinking it, but anyway, continue. Either that or I'm about to go get a margarita thing.
A margarita?
Mm.
Enjoy.
That's actually a good idea. You do a good job.
All right. Well, while she does that,
yeah, tell
so
your
we
story.
talked to him about it. We told him about it, and he was like, he talked to his friends that also know things apparently, and basically they're like, well, it sounds like it's some kind of like demon manifestation. I'm like, well, that's great. We need an exorcist. But I'm okay.
I think.
Would you like something?
I'm good.
You want another blue drink?
No. All right.
She's like, bitches, I gotta drive.
I do.
So-
I do have to drive home.
But I mean, it's just weird things. And if you're into those kind of things, then there you go. If you're not, then
Yeah. I had a roommate one time
I
that
don't know
wanted
what
to
to tell
do
you.
Ouija board in our house, and I was like, I will murder you in your sleep.
No.
You better not bring that shit in this house. So they went to a cemetery instead.
look, she's lucky that I let her cut a freaking that little thingy out of vinyl.
Planchet. That's the thing you move on.
Oh, like the
The little
little that you
thing like this.
I don't even like to make the
So
motions.
sage, did you burn sage whenever you bought the house?
No.
We did. We went to
We haven't
Helen.
had anything though. Is this not a twist top?
No, it's
No,
pop top.
boo here.
It hurt my hand.
We went to Helen right after we moved into our house, and
That is like
we saw
real
some at a
tight.
store.
I've got the bottle opener out there.
Carry on.
And I don't know. I looked it up on how you're supposed to do it, and then I ended up mailing the rest of it to my friend who moved to Washington, and she did it in her house too. But I don't know. It was a really fun bonding thing with your house because you like are supposed to do it like because apparently like the bad stuff stays in corners.
So you go to the
So
corner.
you go to the corners and you
spin it.
do that, and then you go to all the so I mean it was really I don't know like it was like you're
Look.
cleaning your house. It was
We grew.
I was
I'll go get it.
Jesus, y'all.
I tried. Look, that one's too flimsy. Usually I can get it
How
on
do you
the.
do it like this? Don't you do it like this?
She's like, sweet Jesus, let me
Well,
do it.
I
And
didn't-
she's like,
I've got an
more like
opener.
sharp. You know what I
It's
mean?
not, it's
Like,
rounded,
just
it's
rounded.
rounded.
too rounded. I got like
Yeah,
a.
there you go.
Oh Lord.
I got a little bit, but then.
Richard.
Interesting.
What?
Open it. Oh my goodness, what were we talking about?
Sage. Burning sage.
Sage, yeah.
Interesting.
So did you do that
Oh,
just as a
right.
precautionary? Like not you didn't ever experience
no.
anything.
I saw the sage, like you know how they bundle it, like the long things.
And they put the ropes.
It was like $5 or $6. It wasn't much at all, And I was like, "Hey, aren't you supposed to burn sage whenever you buy a new house?" And my in-laws were like, "Yeah, that's it's supposed to
Cleansing.
clean. Yeah,
Yeah.
anything if anything bad ever happened in it, it's supposed to get it out." Which is a really good thing because remember I told you our house was a drug drug house.
Right.
So that was, and we didn't even know.
You're
that.
like, get out.
We didn't even know. We didn't know this at the time. Then we found out. Months later, like, oh, you're the ones that bought the drug house. And
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
apparently
we are.
But it wasn't like a lab though, right?
No, it wasn't. I don't.
It was
I mean,
just a
not that I know
selling
of. I thought it
kind of
was just
house
like,
situation,
it was
right?
just like
Okay,
a drug
okay.
dealer that
That's what I
was
thought. I couldn't remember you
But
being like, yeah, it was like a meth lab.
no.
Like, I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't live there.
No,
Like,
Should probably burn that
No,
down.
Meth
but
labs
we
are
look
scary.
like special people doing the thing because I'm like taking it so serious. Me and my father-in-law, he's really like he loves projects, and that
Okay.
was kind of like a project. Like he looked it up to see exactly what we needed to do,
Right.
how long
That's
to
cool,
do
though.
it, and so he was behind me and he was like, "Make sure you get that corner," and so I'm like, doing it and getting the stuff in all the corners of the house, and our house is laid out very similar to this. It's super split level. You know what I mean? So there's like lots of turns and stairs and
Yeah.
high
areas for
ceilings
the
and-
spirits to go, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we was go
Getting
get
it
up
all.
there.
No, I've never done that. But I guess like too, like I feel like I do remember, this kind of just sort of came to me, but I do remember when I used to come up to visit the house in Norcross that I eventually ended up living in where we saw the white face. When I would come and visit, like Jonathan and I visited one time and we stayed in the same room that ended up being my room when I lived there. And I do remember like every time we came and stayed, I had like the worst dreams. Like my nightmares were really bad.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing, like nothing ever happened. But I do kind of remember that. And they say that like, that's like a thing. Like where if there's like a lot of heavy whatever or something happened that like it can affect. I got this bad.
Was it an old house?
No,
It's built in 1985.
Oh no, wasn't old.
It wasn't old.
no.
It was weird.
I mean, I definitely always have kind of crazy dreams. My first dream memory of life, I was probably, my dad got custody of me when I was like 6. So I was under the age of 6. And I had this dream where I was like, I was destined to love horror. There's no way I could have turned out any other way. I literally I remember I'm like this little kid, like 4 or 5 years old, and I'm laying in the bed. And in my mother's room at the time, my room's at the other end of the apartment that we lived in. And in the dream, I'm laying there. And she's calling me from the living room.
Your mother?
My mother. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me get up, And I go to get up, and the Grim Reaper is like standing over me. I was like 5 years old.
Where have you seen the Grim Reaper?
Fucking nowhere. I
You know what I
don't
mean?
know.
Like, where would
Like,
you have
he's
seen that?
he's
Like,
either
to
real
manifest
or I have like a really
your
good like imagination. But see, what was really crazy is now that I think about this, that's actually right before I think my dad got custody of me. So I don't know. But anyway, but it was like a lot.
You had some emotional stuff going on.
I'm sure I did. And the way she tells it, or told me back then was that like, I was like screaming in my sleep. I was so scared because the other thing that happened was as a Grim Reaper is standing over me and I'm screaming for help, I can hear her laughing in the other room. Y'all, 5 years old. Like,
That's fucked up.
I was 5 years old, and I will never, as long as I live, I will never forget how that dream was. Like, I'll never forget that.
While you're scared and going through all that,
She's
and
laughing.
you hear her laughing.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, it scared me so bad. And, like, I mean, again, like, I always have bad dreams. Like, horror dreams are just part of, like, they don't even scare me anymore most of the time.
Sure.
But I do think I should write them down, because some of them would be really good movies. But that one in particular has just, like... has always stuck with me because that shit scared me so bad. Like I was just like, what 5-year-old do you know is dreaming of the Grim Reaper?
No.
For real?
Where have you even seen it?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
where
I don't
have you
even know
seen
because at that point, I'm sure I'd seen some movies. I had older siblings. I mean, my first memory of life is watching Poltergeist when I was like 3 or 4 years old. Like, but there's no Grim Reaper in that. Like,
No.
you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but he was in the cloak. He had the scythe, like this whole 9, and he was there to fucking take me, and my mother did not care.
I remember
That's
mine
crazy.
too. That's crazy you said that. It was right before my parents got divorced, and it was 94 when O.J. Simpson. Do you remember The Chase?
Yes.
Right? That's one of my first
Yes.
memories
Yes.
was watching.
I do remember watching
it
all
on
that.
the
This
news,
Ford
on the news
Bronco
because it was such
go
a
down
big
the
deal.
dam. It was a huge
such a big
deal.
deal. And during the whole court case and like the
Yep.
glove and like the scenes, like watching
Yeah.
the news, I had dreams about that. Like I remember being scared
Wow.
of O.J. Simpson killing me because that's all we
Because of all of that
watched.
stuff
It was in
going
your head
on.
because we watched it. I mean, and your parents didn't think anything. It was the news. You know what I mean? Like,
They're
it's
not
like
right.
they
They're
really
not
showed
thinking like, oh,
anything.
this is like a scary movie.
No, it
basically,
was scary.
It
was
is
scary
scary
because I mean, it was
He's
like
a real person.
he's a real person that killed somebody. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, he fucked.
whatever.
Okay, let's
He
not
killed
even.
her,
He
but
did.
okay, like he got off of it. He was just really, really good at getting off. But anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
Cat Williams
there.
has a joke where he's like, after he got like he was like let go or whatever, he was like, then he wrote a book about if I had done it, this is how I would have done it.
Right?
Because he wrote this book about it. Like after the fact, that's like, hi bitches. Like,
Pretty
you
much.
know. So,
Y'all, I got
sorry,
away
go
with it.
ahead.
No,
Anyway.
that's it. Like I just remember that
Like
being
having
one of my
dreams about
first.
him?
Yeah, that being one of my first memories was having the O.J. Simpson dreams that he was going to kill me. Because I mean,
I'd had
that's
dreams
how
about
old we were.
teaming up with Chucky, and like I've had dreams about like horror houses, like houses that were like haunted and stuff, and like trying to like I have a lot of bad dreams about my dad, like because my dad and I are so close, and he means so much that like when I do have bad dreams about specific people, it's almost always about him or my dog. And so whenever I would have these, like I remember this one, it was like this big ass, like 3-story house. There's no furniture in it, but it is decrepit. It's falling apart. And I'm in it for whatever, like you do, I guess. And I'm in it for no reason at all. And I'm trying to tell my dad not to get in it because the spirits that are there are trying to get him to come in so they can take him. And I'm like, I remember that dream like so vividly. These are the dreams that I have like every week. Like this the stuff. That's why when people are like, oh, you know, when you have pregnancy dreams, I'm like, pregnancy dreams, I got nothing on my regular dreams. But it was one of the, like, I have dreams like that all the time. And unfortunately, they are the ones that feel
Real.
so real. The ones where you want to run and you can't, and you want to scream and you can't scream for help. And this has been a really fun one. We should have people on more often.
We're gonna have to like make cue cards though, because how long we've been filming?
Almost 2 hours.
It's not important.
This is going to be a long video, but I think it's worth it.
It's been fun.
It has been fun.
I forgot that we were filming. Really.
I told you that was going to happen, that you get used to the flow. We were talking about that the other day, about when we did our 1-year anniversary video, about the difference in how we filmed originally, like getting used to this,
Yeah.
and then how it is now, and it's just so normal now that it doesn't even like
Right.
faze us.
You're
It
just
used to.
talking. You're not.
Yeah, it's just a conversation.
Pretty much. I mean, we do use cue cards occasionally. We have lists of things.
We have lists, yeah, so we don't forget what
So you
order.
don't forget what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But all right, well, that's our Halloween special this year.
Happy Halloween.
Pretty much, yes. Happy Halloween if you celebrate. If you got to go trick or treating, you know, cool. This was our treat.
No trick.
No tricks.
Just a treat.
Just the treats.
The tricks are off camera.
Whoa. So, anyways, thanks for hanging out with us. Again, we'll link the recipes below for the Blue Moon Martini, and Cosmo, and Margarita, in case you like that, if you're a tequila person. And then the Purple Potion Punch.
I liked that one. It's definitely, I would
more alcohol.
modify it. I was going to say, I would modify it. Because
Yes.
that's the only thing, it's too punchy, I think.
A little too punchy.
For a drink.
For
It
a
needs
drink,
to be a
drink.
punch.
I do
Yeah.
think vodka's a good alcohol to put in it, though.
Yeah, I don't recommend switching that part. But I just
No.
would put more, I think.
Put more in it. Yeah.
And maybe because if you do it in a different container, you can put all the Sprite, because I think that would have made a difference too.
Yeah.
I like
Made it
the
a little
bubbly.
bit more bubbly.
I like that.
Yeah. But, I mean...
It's personal preference. You do whatever you want.
Yeah, try them out. See what you like. Also, if you do decide to do a virgin version of the Blue Moon, they sell blue carousel syrup at Walmart. Some Walmarts have liqueurs,
That makes
so
my
I'm
head
like,
hurt.
maybe, but they didn't have it. It was just the syrup. But if you wanted to, you know, make a virgin version.
Blue Carousel is like, what, 0.01% or something crazy like that? Is it more than that? I'm just curious.
It's not on that part. It is 48 proof, 24% alcohol by volume.
Oh, that's more than I would have thought. I thought it was just flavoring,
It's not.
mostly. Like the stuff called cactus. Never mind. That's a whole nother conversation. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyways,
Do your thing.
that's all we have for you today. Thanks for hanging out with us. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Candice, for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
I
It's
had
a
a
lot.
great time.
Yes, I'm glad. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
For sure. We'll have more alcohol for you next time.
Maybe a new bottle of a new bottle of year-old vodka.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways, Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified when we release more content.
Yes.
Follow us on social media at Momestly Me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And that's it. We'll see you in November.
Bye.
Bye, moms.